government to ensure lower-income Malaysians own homes. Health Ministry plans to set up Health Services Commission. Good afternoon, I'm Amin Carlos, and thanks for joining us here on News on 2. A total of 83,759 public housing project or PPR units for the underprivileged have been completed nationwide, while another 25,000 units are currently in various stages of development and expected to be ready before 2020. And Prime Minister Dato Sri Najib Tun Razak said the 6 billion ringgit allocation for the program was in line with the government's commitment to ensure that every Malaysian, including the low-income community, will become homeowners.
Dato Sri Najib added that the B40 group and newlyweds were the target communities for PPR home ownership.
Bagi setiap unit rumah, harga jualan kita tetapkan pada kadar 35,000 sahaja. Harga sebenarnya adalah antara 150,000 sekitar. Dan bagi projek ini, PPR Sri Aman Jinjang Kepong ini, kos setiap unit 135,556.
Speaking of the launch of the PPR Sri Aman Jinjang in Kuala Lumpur yesterday, Dato Sri Najib said home ownership raised the asset wealth of the people because the value would rise in future.
Health Minister Dato Sri Dr. S. Subramaniam has disclosed that his ministry has previously proposed the setting up of a Health Services Commission committee to look into the revision of salary scheme for medical professionals to retain them in the public services sector and stem the tide of brain drain to countries abroad.
GP pun sekarang sudah banyak, persaingan di antara mereka kuat, so there is a challenge, tetapi untuk memastikan bahawa bayaran di dalam sistem Kementerian Kesihatan ialah selaras dengan apa yang mereka boleh dapat di luar, boleh dibuat, kata tak boleh dibuat, itu ialah satu perkara yang telah dibincang sepanjang lama dengan perkhidmatan awam dan sebagainya.
Speaking after the launch of the Malaysian application of the diagnosis-related groups, Malaysia DRG version 2 at the National Cancer Institute yesterday, Dato Sri Dr. S. Subramaniam explained that the matter was discussed with the Civil Service Commission, SPA, and the Public Service Department's JPA, but did not gain traction with the government.
The Ministry of Education and the National Anti-Drug Agency, NADA, together with PDRM, will continue to conduct random drug tests on students who are suspected drug abusers in a move to eradicate the drug problems in school. Now, its Minister, Dato Sri Mazir Khalid, disclosed that the tests will be carried out without informing the school authorities to prevent them from alerting the at-risk students in order to protect the school's reputation.
Yang ada di Syaki itu memang kita buat. Tapi kita tak ambil semua student lah, katalah 1,500 student, kita tak ambil 1,500 student ni untuk buat urine test. Tapi sekolah tahu lebih kurang macam hardcore ataupun yang suspek ni kita panggil AADK dan juga polis untuk buat urine test.
Commenting on the recent fire at the Darul Quran Ittifaqiyah Residential Religious School early Thursday, Dato Sri Mazir said 6 of the suspects who were arrested were expelled from school due to disciplinary problems, including truancy, as they were absent from school since 2012 until last year.
Well, Malaysia ranks third amongst 193 nations worldwide that focuses on cybersecurity. The achievement was based on data from the Global Cybersecurity Index 2017. Now, Communications and Multimedia Deputy Minister Dato Jailani Johari said based on the index, Malaysia achieved a score of 0.89 behind Singapore and the United States. And following this development, Malaysia will continue to focus on efforts to combat cyber crimes And Dr. Jailani elaborates law enforcement agencies in the country have set up their own internal laboratories to investigate cybercrimes. Now, the rise of cybercrimes have led to a greater demand for digital forensic experts to assist investigations of crimes across the nation. Dr. Jailani was speaking at the ASEAN Ministerial Conference regarding cybersecurity in Singapore. A man was fined 100,000 ringgit after pleading guilty at Sungai Petani Magistrate Court to illegally storing 180 tanks of liquefied petroleum gas (LPG), each weighing 50 kilograms, and 2 tanks of LPG weighing 14 kilograms. And the accused, Ui Kim Bun, 37, made the plea before Magistrate Vijaya Lakshmi Anak Perempuan Muthusami yesterday. Now, the accused was charged with storing the LPG gas at a premise at Kuala Katil Industrial Estate, Baling in Kedah. And KPD and KK enforcement team discovered the LPG tanks during a raid at the premises conducted on June 13, 2016. Now, the accused was also ordered to serve 7 months in jail if he fails to pay the fine, as well as the items being forfeited and handed over to KPD and KK. Now, the accused was charged under Section 20, Subsection 1 of the Control of Supplies Act 1961 for storing control items, which are also schedule items, and punishable under Section 22, Subsection 1 of the same Act. The Immigration Department orchestrated an operation resulting in the arrest of 135 illegal immigrants in 3 areas of illegal settlements within Kampung Baru, Subang. And they were arrested for various offences, including overstaying, misuse of student visa, and possession of false documents. Now, according to the Immigration Department Director General, Dr. Sri Mustafa Ali, since the issuance of the enforcement card, or e-card, ended on June 30th, over 13,000 illegal were arrested. And he added that 312 employers were also arrested, whereas 100 were tried in court. Now, the many complaints from the public of their unease at the wave of foreigners forming colonies in certain areas have not gone unnoticed, as the Immigration Department does not take the matter lightly and are increasing efforts for the good of the public.
Apabila mereka mengadakan penempatan haram, pelbagai aspek yang negatif yang berlaku. Contohnya, rumah yang dibina, rumah-rumah kongsi ini, aspek keselamatan memang tidak wujud.
The operation involved 176 officers and personnel of local enforcement agencies, as well as 5 personnel from the National Registration Department. An evacuation center has been opened in Alor Gajah, Melaka, to accommodate evacuees from Kampung Tanjung Rimau, Luar, after a bout of heavy rain last night. An Alor Gajah Disaster Management Committee Secretariat spokesman, Captain Muhammad Fairul Asikin Kadir, said the evacuation center was opened at 11 p.m. at the Tanjung Rimau, Luar Community Hall. Well, currently there are 19 people from 4 families being housed at the center. And Captain Muhammad Fairul explained that Kampung Tanjung Rimau, Luar was flooded when waters from Sungai Gading breached the danger mark and overflowed yesterday. Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi has urged employers to place the safety, health and welfare of their workers as a long-term investment strategy. And he said employers should be committed to investing in the safety of employees and take precautionary measures more seriously, besides motivating workers to practice a safe and healthy work culture.
Kita harus melihat juga bahawa bukan soal gaji pokok saja yang kita pentingkan, kebajikan. Adakah kebajikan pekerja, keluarga mereka dan persekitaran itu dapat terus diberikan tumpuan, bukan hanya aspek-aspek kesihatan dan keselamatan saja.
Speaking in Putrajaya yesterday, Dr. Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid added that the government had continuously implemented a sustainable approach towards the creation of a safe and healthy working culture through compliance with the Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994, OSHA, enforcement by the Department of Occupational Safety and Health, DOSH, and training initiatives by National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health, NIOSH.
International Trade and Industry Minister Dr. Sri Mustafa Mohamad strongly pointed out that Malaysian multinational companies, or MNCs, outbound investment is crucial and a normal practice to widen their markets in order to earn better returns for shareholders and spur the country's economy.
The world is getting smaller. Yeah? There was a time when we have enough opportunities in this country. Firstly, we are not a big country. Yeah? We are not small, but neither a big country. Therefore, we have opportunities here, but there are also opportunities abroad. Yeah? You have IOI, YTL, Berjaya, Sandabi, Petronas. You know? They've gone out. Yeah?
Commenting on the negative statements by the opposition regarding the Employees Provident Fund, EPF, and Khazanah National Berhad's investment in the U.S., he said EPF has been investing abroad over the years and has derived higher profits compared to domestic investments. Therefore, it proves that local companies are able to compete and should take the step to invest abroad.
In Para Games cycling gold medals. Well, you heard that, but you got to wait for a while. Firstly, the Badminton Association of Malaysia, BAM, yesterday accepted the resignation of its technical director, Morten Frost Hansen, after a consensus was reached during the coaching and training, that CNT committee meeting. Now, the BAM president, Dr. Sri Muhammad Norza Zakaria, said the association had received a 6-month resignation notice from the 4-time All England champion on September 11th, citing personal reasons.
Following the resignation of Frost, known as Mr. Badminton, his duties would be handled by head coach Dr. Misbun Sire, Chia Sun Kit, Tay Siu Bok, Wong Pei Ti, and Chin Yi Hui, assisted by the CNT committee. Frost became the technical director of BAM on February 23, 2015, signing a contract with the National Sports Council until December 31, 2020, and he had been BAM's coaching director from 1997 to 2000. Norza dismissed allegations that Frost's resignation was due to the poor performance of the national badminton squad at the Sudirman Cup, which saw them bow out in the quarterfinals to Japan in June, and unconvincing display at the 29th SEA Games, despite finishing with the set 2 gold medal target.
And the good sports news, host Malaysia set an unprecedented record of making a clean sweep of all 12 gold medals offered in the track cycling at the 9th ASEAN Para Games, when track cycling events ended at the National Velodrome in Nilai Negeri Sembilan yesterday. And after making a clean sweep of all 7 gold medals at stake yesterday, Malaysian cyclists kept the winning momentum going strongly by making a clean sweep of all 5 gold medals at stake yesterday, thus surpassing the 10 gold target set by the Malaysian contingent.
The first golden ride belonged to Nur Azlia Shafinaz Muhammad Zais, 19, who clocked 4 minutes, 04.633 seconds, to beat Singapore's Emily Lee for her 3rd gold medal in the Games with her guide, Nuraudilina Adila J. Sam. The second goal came from Muhammad Amin Najmi Romzi from the men's B 4-kilometer individual pursuit with his guide Muhammad Firdaus Muhammad Zonis after setting a time of 4 minutes 55.501 seconds to beat Muhammad Afiq Afifi Rizan in a 1-2 finish for Malaysia. Syukur Farhan Suleiman came on the track to contribute the 3rd gold medal from the men's kilometer C1, C2, C3 individual pursuit after leading a clean sweep of the top 3 places after clocking 4 minutes 06.204 seconds ahead of Muhammad Nabil Rosli and Nur Faiza Aziz, who set times of 4 minutes 48.871 seconds and 4 minutes 57.898 seconds respectively. Muhammad Najib Turano swept the men's C4 4-kilometer individual pursuit gold with a time of 5 minutes 10.010 seconds, beating Indonesia's Muhammad Fadlu Imamuddin, who managed 5 minutes 20.106 seconds for the silver.
And on a day, athletics delivered 6 ASEAN Para Games gold medals for Malaysia at the National Stadium yesterday. Now, 2 of them turned out to be pleasant surprises. And the first was when 16-year-old Eddie Bernard won gold in the T37 100-meter race. And the second one was when Muhammad Afiq Muhammad Ali clinched Malaysia's 3rd gold from the men's 100-meter T12 category.
Young Bernard swept to goal in the men's 100-meter T37 coordination impairments category with a time of 12.45 seconds, ahead of fellow Malaysian Jacqueline Ganding, who clocked 12.48 seconds, and Levan Man from Vietnam, who clocked 12.68 seconds for the bronze. Bernard was selected based on his performance in the East Malaysia Para-Athletics Championships in Kuching in August last year. Then, Eddie won the 100-meter goal in 12.65 seconds and cleared 5.71 meters for silver in the long jump. Meanwhile, Muhammad Ali contributed Malaysia's third goal from the men's 100-meter T12 en route to beating two Thai runners, Chaya Somdech and Wong Yom Amnat, after clocking 11.45 seconds.